So just a couple of weeks ago, we got the big announcement that NCAA football was going to be making its return to video games. EA Sports announced this on their social media channels. Now, it is going to be called EA Sports College Football. They're not going to be using the NCAA name anymore, but just for the purpose of familiarity, we're going to call it NCAA Football because that's what everybody knows the series as. It's still going to be that same series.
From the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of 06, welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit.
But the game got canceled because of lawsuits and other issues like that. Now today I'm going to clue you in on the latest news that we just found out about the upcoming NCAA football game. This is actually some pretty big news. There's a few things to go over, so make sure you pay attention. And really quickly before we get into the video, I do want to let you know that today's video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is a all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence to run your business. I'll tell you more about them and how to use my special offer later in the video. So there's a really great article on stickskills.com that really dug deep into this and covered it for us. So I'm just going to read that article. Shout out to them. They dropped a lot of good information here. It says, unless you've been living under a rock for the last month, by now you know that EA Sports is bringing back one of its most beloved sports video game franchises of all time, NCAA football. They were able to work around their previous restrictions by striking a multi-year licensing deal with the Collegiate Licensing Company, also known as CLC. EA Sports will no longer be able to use the NCAA name anymore, so they decided to rebrand the game going forward with the new name, EA Sports College Football. The release date is still unclear, but it is assumed to be either July of 2022 or July of 2023. It will be available on both the Xbox Series X/F and the PlayStation 5 console. Now, me personally, I feel like 2023 is going to be the year just because I think they just announced it, so coming out with it in 2022 does seem a little ambitious. It is definitely what I wanted.
There's Wilson to throw. He'll go down to number 4, getting us inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20.
They got on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
From the 24, Wilson. He's got to complete the Gronkowski. Well, they go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch.
Yes, I did.
He joins a growing band of players.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I fixed the sheet. I'm sorry. I really thought I did after I pulled this sheet up. I'm sorry.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
That's so funny.
What if you're a pretty good
It's not, but it is.
You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On second down, he's ready. He'll find his way down inside the 10 and the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimum gain of 2. Just not a whole lot to operate there on that carry.
No, they did a really nice job standing their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Wilson. And this is
What the fuck would you?
blocked by Jeff Okuda. Look at him go. The 30. Past the 20. He will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, it was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it in.
That's the way you start a game. That's the way.
Taking it to 15. Short kick. He's past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly. But they can't find anyone.
I hit it once, bro.
Romeo Okwara. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. On the move to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Goes a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start with the option. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there, catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Flush to his right. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. He's going to run again. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. This one in for a Lions touchdown. It's their quarterback with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Philip Dorsett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover,
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
His kick is good.
And he's got it up and through.
The score, Lions 14, Seahawks 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
7-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 29, Wilson, he'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's a give to Penny. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Brought down at his 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards there. First down.
And the Seahawks first down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Wilson. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. The 20.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown.
Matt Prater lining up
sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Blocked by Jeff Okuda. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Agnew on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught and touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Penny. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Another try for Penny, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, Just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Chalk of the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like the Lions lineman might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. He's going to run it here up the middle. And he's got room. He'll have a first down past the 40. And how about that for just running out the clock? And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Penny. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap is there. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now they'll throw here. And down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
They go play action here on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, a nice throw here right side. He holds it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 40.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
At the Seahawks 33-yard line.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Swift. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Here's Swift. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
15-yard line.
Here's the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Prater on for the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Seahawks.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Wilson. Gronkowski got it on the crossing route. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Lions have recovered. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Pretty ideal right there. Keeping yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Just yell at him.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Seahawks.
Now Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad rut.
That catch good for only a couple. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Lions 44. Seahawks 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Wilson. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And 15.
Wilson will throw again. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jamie Collins. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team win.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Romeo Okwara able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw. And got his man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Wilson, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 29.
And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Big play there. 46 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Lions 51. Seahawks 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it.
He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Wilson. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 37.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man has Galladay complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he will lose yardage back to the 30. It's a loss of 14 that time. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.